What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Way to Zone podcast, and we are back for another day of soccer bets, guys. We went 5-1 yesterday. It was a great day. We cashed out. I told you guys we were going to try to turn it around back this weekend because we were on a slump this past week for soccer. This weekend, I had a good feeling, so hopefully we keep this momentum going for the whole entire weekend. Like I said, 5-1 yesterday. I have 8 bets for you guys today, so let's go for the 8-0 clean sweep, guys. First bet of the day, it's going to be Leeds taking on Derby in the England Championship. I'm going to be taking Leeds over 1.5 goals. Leeds is probably a top 3 team in the whole entire championship. They do really well at home. They're probably the best team at home in the championship. And Derby, they're a bottom 5 team in the championship this year. They haven't been doing good this year, especially on the road. They've given up about 16 goals, and they've only scored about 8 goals on the road when they play on the opposition's home. And Leeds, they scored about 20 goals and only given them about 4 at home. So I'm expecting Leeds to go out here and get a 2-1 or 3-1 victory. So first bet of the day, guys, Leeds over 1.5 goals. Second bet of the day is going to be Everton taking on Liverpool. This game is going to be played in Everton, but I do believe Liverpool is going to win the championship this year. I think Liverpool's the best team in all of England right now, and I don't think Everton has anything for him. We're going to be taking Liverpool over 1.5 goals because I do believe Liverpool scores about 3 in this game. I can see Liverpool winning this game 2-0 or 3-1 in this game. I do believe the score is going to be 3-1, so that's probably my score prediction. But like I said, it could be a 2-0 victory as well, but I do expect Liverpool to dominate this game from first kickoff all the way to the end. So Liverpool over 1.5 goals for this bet. Guys, this is going to be a 2-leg parlay in the Bundesliga. We're going to be taking Bayer Leverkusen over 1.5 goals and parlaying that with Bayern Munich over 1.5 goals. Bayer Leverkusen and Bayern Munich are probably the top 2 best teams in the entire Bundesliga. But Bayer Leverkusen just beat Bayern Munich 1-0 the last game, but it was because Bayern Munich got a red card. Bayern Munich's not going to go out here and lose 2 games in a row, especially at home, so I do expect them to go out here and score about 3 or 4 goals on Heidenheim. And same thing with Bayer Leverkusen. They're in good form. We're starting to pick up the pace, and I think they're going to try to push for that end of the season form and see if they can catch up to Bayern Munich for the title. So they're playing a team in St. Pauli, where St. Pauli just came up from the Bundesliga 2. They're not in the level of these Bundesliga teams yet, and I do believe Leverkusen is going to win this game 3-0. So give me that 2-leg parlay, guys. Bayer Leverkusen over 1.5 goals and Bayern Munich over 1.5 goals. All right, guys, this next game is going to be in the English Premier League. It's going to be Crystal Palace taking on Manchester City, and I'm going to be taking Manchester City over 1.5 goals. This game is going to be played in Crystal Palace, but I do believe Manchester City has the talent enough to score at least 3 goals in this game. Crystal Palace is good enough to score at least 1 goal at home, so I don't expect them to get a clean sheet put up against them. But last time, I expected Nottingham Forest to score at least 1 goal against Manchester City. And Manchester City just went out there, beat them, clean sheet, 4-0, and then now they're starting to look back at their pace. That looks like the Man City that we all expected this whole entire season, and I expect them to keep it up. So give me Manchester City to be back in form to score at least 3 goals in this game. I'm taking Manchester City over 1.5 goals for this one. Next bet, it's going to be a 3-leg parlay. One's going to be in the Scottish Premiership, one in the Serbian League, one in the Netherlands League. We're going to be taking Celtic over 1.5 goals, Zvezda over 1.5 goals, and Feyenoord over 1.5 goals. All 3 of these teams are playing teams that are way below them. Walkwich is a team that's probably bottom 3 in the whole entire league. Feyenoord should go out there and score about 3 or 4 goals on them. I can't even pronounce the team Zvezda is playing against, but that team is probably one of the worst teams in the entire league. They're probably a team that's going to get demoted into the lower leagues, and I do believe Zvezda is going to score about 4 goals on them in that one. And Celtic against Hibernian. I think Celtic probably has one of the best offenses in the entire world at the moment. They've been playing teams in the Europa Leagues. They've been scoring goals. Don't get me wrong. The Celtic team can score goals left and right, and I expect them to score about 3 or 4 in this one. So give me over 1.5 goals in all 3 of these teams, guys. I expect all 3 of these teams to score at least 3 goals. Celtic over 1.5, Crvena over 1.5, and Feyenoord over 1.5. This game's going to be in La Liga. It's going to be Girona taking on Real Madrid, and I'm taking Real Madrid over 1.5 goals. I expect Girona to score at least 1 goal in this game, but I think Real Madrid is the way better squad, especially with Kylian Mbappe over there. I expect Jude Bellingham and Kylian Mbappe to take over this game and honestly dominate it. Girona, like I said, 2 years ago, they had a Cinderella story year, or was it last year they had a Cinderella story year, and now this year they're falling off completely, going back to the former used to, and I expect Real Madrid to go into Girona, go in there, win this game 2 or 3-1. I expect Girona to score at least 1 goal, so that's going to make Real Madrid to score that second goal. So give me Real Madrid over 1.5 goals for this one. All right, guys, this game's going to be in the Turkish Super League. It's going to be Besiktas taking on Fenerbahçe, and I'm going to be taking Fenerbahçe over 1.5 goals. Besiktas and Fenerbahçe are probably both top 4 teams. Fenerbahçe might be the best team in the whole entire Turkish Super League, and I do believe Fenerbahçe is going to win this game. They're playing in Besiktas, and I expect Besiktas to score about 1 or 2 goals in this game, but I expect Fenerbahçe to score about 2 or 3 in this game. I'm taking them over 1.5 goals because even if this game is a draw 2-2, they still cash that bet, but I also expect them to score about 3 goals in this game. Besiktas will score at least 1 goal in this game because I am confident in them scoring at least one goal. If you want to take that both teams to score, I'm confident in that one because Besiktas should be able to score at least one goal in this game and not get a clean sheet put up in front of them, in front of their home fans. And I expect Fernabal to go out here, score about 2 or 3 goals. So this one, guys, Fernabal over 1.5 goals. All right, guys, this is going to be the last bet I'm giving you guys. It's going to be in the MLS Cup final, and this is my most confident bet of the day. I am taking LA Galaxy to lift the trophy. That line is set at a -200, but I expect LA Galaxy to win this whole entire cup. I said in the beginning of the year, if you guys have been watching my videos for the past 3 months, I've been telling you since the beginning of MLS the whole entire season, I thought LA Galaxy had the squad to win this year. I thought it was going to come down to LA Galaxy or Columbus Crew, and Red Bull took out Columbus Crew, and now they're playing against the Galaxy. And I believe the LA Galaxy are going to be the team to win this whole entire championship. I've been saying this since the beginning. I expect LA to go in here, win this game. I know Riqui Puig is going to be out, which is going to be a hard loss for us. Riqui Puig might be our best player, and he's going to be out, but I still expect us with our team, with Marco Reus, Gabriel Peck, Johovic. I expect us to be able to win this cup, bring it back home for the Galaxy for our first cup in about 10 years. I expect them to bring this cup back home to LA. I want us to win the championship really bad. I've wanted this for the past 5 years. I called it in the beginning of the season that we were going to win the championship. So my most confident bet of the day, where I'm putting most of my money, is going to be on the LA Galaxy to win the championship tomorrow, guys. This game's at 1 p.m. Don't miss it. MLS Cup final. LA Galaxy will bring home the trophy. Give me the LA Galaxy to bring home the trophy for my biggest confident bet of the day. And all right, guys, I am out of here. Like the video, subscribe to the page, come back every single day, guys. I'm here all the time posting different videos. Go check out my MMA videos. I'll have UFC out soon. I also will have NBA out tomorrow. So I'll be back, guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow.